Hey guys, good morning. I hope that you're okay. I hope that you have been enjoying your weekends or your weekend mostly if you have enjoyed only one day. Today we are going to start with the first topic of the quarter. We are going to start with page 16, so let's start. Okay, so we are going to start with the title, and obviously because this is the first page of the quarter, we are going to write in there quarter. Okay? Today we're only going to do the explanation of the topic, and tomorrow we are going to do the exercise of it, okay? So we are going to name this one number 1, so we know that this is the video number 1 of the quarter, okay? The topic for today is regular and irregular verbs. Regular and irregular verbs. This is in page 16. So you can go to page 16 to corroborate the information. Now, we have in there that a verb is a word that tells you the action, what happens in the story. And we can add ed to the present tense of a verb to make it past. Or, for an example, if we write the word play, and then we add ed at the end, then we would make it past. We would go from play right now to played in the past, something that is gone and you cannot have anymore. So this is a very easy way to do your past, and we have done this before multiple times. When we take a play to played, or for an example, cook to cooked. See, so it's very simple when we're taking a verb that is in present to past, just adding ed to it. And we have multiple examples for it. But there's also a big chunk of examples that are irregular. Verbs that you can not only add ed to make them past, but they are completely different words. It says in there, irregular verbs do not follow the same rules as regular verbs from forming their past tense. They must be learned. Below is a list of some of the common irregular verbs in their present and past tense forms. So we are going to write some examples of verbs that are in irregular tense, so you can know how to you have to memorize them. This is something that you have to memorize, because this is not something that you can just add ed to everything. You cannot say ed to everything. You have to memorize these words so you can know the difference between them, okay? So I'm going to erase the regular examples, and I'm gonna write. I hope that you copied, and if you didn't, you can always rewind it. We are going to copy and we are going to write irregular verbs. Okay? So for my irregular verbs, what I can write are the following words that you have in your book. Begin. Remember that you should be copying everything that I copy on the board, right? Bring, do, eat, get, is, let. Wait, let is the same, and also put is the same. Oh well, yeah, let and put. I'm gonna leave it in there so we can make these examples, and then we can make a little more. For am is the form of a verb to be, is the verb of who you are, so the past tense is was. Begin is the word that tells you when something starts. The past tense would be begun. Oh, begun, sorry. With an A. Brings is when you get something for someone and you just take it for them. Brought. Do is the action of making something, so this would be did. Eat would be ate. Eat obviously is the action of consuming some sort of food. Get is kind of like the same with this. You bring in something, you're getting something, is got. Is was. Let is led. Now these two are very particular because both of them are written the same way. Let and put are written in the same way because there's no difference in them, and that's why they are in the irregular, because you cannot say let it or put it. You say let and put in past and in present. Okay? I need you to copy this example so I can copy the last couple examples for you. Okay? Okay, I'm gonna erase the first couple three. Now this topic is very easy because this is mostly a thing of memory. You have to remember them. The last three that we have is rise, sleep, and think. Rise, sleep, and think. Now, for rise is to come up. When something is in the water and comes off the water, it rises, it grows, it rose. That would be the past form of rise. When something rises from the water above, it roses. Sleep is slept. Think is thought. Okay, the think is the action of having something in your mind. Okay, now as you can see, all of these are irregulars, and this is what we'll be doing with this topic. We will be writing irregular verbs. Now we have to write a couple sentences for example, so I'm gonna erase this part so you can see how they are used. Okay, I write the sentence in present first, and I can say with the first because was the first and then you can write I am doing bread. No, I am doing my homework. Okay, now, what would be the past form? Because this is the present, and now I want the past. Okay? The past would be, what is the past form of am? Was. So you write, I was doing my homework. I'm not quite sure if you say doing. I think that you would say making my homework. Not quite sure. But this is the example that we are going to use today. Now, that is for the first. Now let's make the second. Begin. Begin. Okay? Now remember that begin is the verb that tells you when something starts. So you can write in there. We begin the competition. In the present, you started the competition. But what happens if you're taking it to the past? You say, we, and then what would be the past tense of begin? Begun. We begun in the past the competition. Okay? Now I'm gonna need all this space to continue writing examples of what we will do with these words. So I'm going to erase this and I'm going to write the examples in here. I need you to copy this example, so please hurry up. The next word from the list is bring. Bring. So you can say we bring watermelon to the picnic. Okay? We bring watermelon to the picnic. Okay? Watermelon is that red fruit with black seeds. What would be the past tense of bring? So that's where we go. We brought watermelon to the picnic. Okay? So as you can see, the sentence doesn't change itself a lot. The only thing that changes is that the word that we're changing, the verb, changes because it's irregular. The rest of the things start the same way as they are. Now, as I'm telling you today, we are going to write all the examples, and tomorrow I'm going to give you your assignment. So far, we are going to continue with your examples. The next one is do. Do. So we can say they do a big mess. Okay? They make a lot of mess, a lot of disaster. And the past tense of that would change only for do. So you would write they did a big mess. So as you can see, as I'm telling you, it's very simple. The only things that change for you are the things that are in present because we take them to past. Next example with eat. Eat. Now, we have in here she eats, because remember that when we're talking about the third person, we should add an S. She eats a full plate of cereal. Okay? Now, what would be the past form of that? She ate a full plate of cereal. So as you can see, again, as I'm telling you, the only word that changes is the verb, because these verbs tell you how things go. This would go in present and this would go in past. So for today, that's what we are going to do for today. You have the rest of the hour to finish copying, and if you want, you can advance with the examples, because tomorrow we are going to do get, is, let, put, write, sleep, and think, and some other words that I'm going to give you. So this is it for today. Finish copying, and if you didn't copy, you can rewind the video and continue copying, okay? I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Bye. Remember, everything in your notebook, the assignment is gonna be given tomorrow. See ya.